Congestion pricing in New York City looks to be on schedule for a late spring, early summer rollout, despite huge pushback from businesses, commuters, and politicians.
All right, some of the loudest critics are those who fear the cost to enter Midtown will take a huge toll on the theater district in Times Square. Joining us now is Cristyne Nicholas, chairwoman of the Broadway Association. Cristyne, thanks for joining us.
Good to be with you.
All right, so walk us through your concerns. Obviously, when it comes to congestion pricing, everyone has an opinion, and Broadway is right below that magical 60th Street cutoff.
Yeah, the Broadway Association spans from Madison Square Garden up to Columbus Circle. So when you look at that parameter, we are right there. And also it is all the businesses that benefit from Broadway, entertainment, tourism. So I think, you know, we all know that it feels like tourism is back because it's crowded, but when you couple that with folks that are still working remotely, we want to give them incentives to come in. And I just think that at this time, with New York City, now is not the time to, put congestion pricing. When this was debated 5 years ago, New York City was a different city. Look, I believe that the MTA needs more money. I believe that it will go for improvements. But I also think if we're going to do congestion pricing, which, let's face it, we probably will, let's ease our way into it. There are ways of making the tolls less and then bringing them up. I also think that New York City is an island. Think about that. We have about 14 river crossings, the East River. There's ways of, I think, getting more money for the MTA at less pain. If maybe you told all of the bridges, because it is a privilege to drive, I get that. But if you told them at like $250, $275, the price of a Metro card, then they would raise more money quickly with much less pain, and it wouldn't pit one neighborhood against another and really punish the business community, which still isn't back fully from COVID.
Yeah, it does make it difficult when tourism is made up of 30% of these Broadway people. And so the MTA is disagreeing, saying that the reality is that anyone who's paying hundreds of dollars for the tickets, the meals, Midtown parking is unlikely to be dissuaded by that $15 congestion charge. Right. How do you respond to that?
Well, the average ticket is actually $107. So when they're talking about hundreds of dollars, but don't you want that money to be going to restaurants and entertainment and other things, that would benefit more jobs in the tourism business? Tourism is the fourth largest job generator for New York State and New York City. So why not try to encourage that? Why don't we encourage more people coming in instead of working remotely to work in the city? If you keep putting more impediments into getting people into the city, they're going to do what they're doing now, which is staying home. And there's a lot of entertainment opportunities, options outside of New York City. We shouldn't think that, oh, they're going to come in and they're going to fork over all this money. I don't think that's going to happen, and I think we should be very careful. And, the other thing I would say is proceed with caution. If this doesn't work, we should be able to tweak it. And the technology is there to tweak it very easily. Sam Schwartz, who used to be the DOT commissioner years and years ago, he was advocating for congestion pricing, and he wanted all the tolls, all the bridges to be tolled, so everybody contributed. But they didn't have the technology then. They do now. You don't need toll booths. You have the technology now to spread this out and make it a lot less painful. Think about it. If it costs $36 a day for Long Islanders to come in, which is what the estimate is, that's almost $9,000 a year. Are people getting $9,000 raises each year? Not likely. So how are they going to make up for that? So I think they have to think this through. I'm glad this is the comment period. I hope the MTA will listen. I do think that they were flexible. I'm glad that they're proposing $15 instead of $25, which I heard was the original amount. So hopefully there's flexibility, and if it doesn't work, let's fix it.
All right, Cristyne, well said. We appreciate it. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.